Hello guys, my name is Ghost Corbin. I hope you're all doing well. And today I wanted to show you guys the loadouts I use. These loadouts, I've found them on the internet, and I found out from multiple types of YouTubers. And this is these weapon loadouts have done me really well. These weapon loadouts are basically some of them I made I customized them myself for Warzone and a bit for multiplayer. This is one of the weapons I use. Well, I don't really get the opportunity to use it, but me and Ragmash were doing a Warzone Battle Royale duos, and I'm assuming another team got their loadout drop, and we were at a bridge, kind of like middle, top left, no, top right on the map. There's like there's a bunker in one side, and when you go down, there's a couple of houses, and there's a bridge with an ice underneath a bridge, and then on the other side there's a police station, a couple of houses, and there's a phone there if I remember. And this is just behind the stadium, if you're at the town section. And these guys were using the Barrett 50, and they were using explosive rounds. And they were well, this guy was trying to shoot me, but because of the explosions, my screen was vibrating every single time he shot near me, and it stressed me so much. And well, yeah, definitely got killed by the guy using the Barrett 50. And I didn't get the opportunity to use it, but I know that this weapon could do well. So what I did is that I put the muffler suppressor and the F-Tac 7 straight barrel. Those two combined for damage in longer distances. Tac laser for mobility, and so it could be faster to aim down my sights. The variable zoom scope, so I could see for longer distances, so you could click on the joystick so you could zoom in. And instead of putting the stock on to more mobility, like I'll show you in a bit for my HDR sniper rifle, I've replaced it with explosive round munition. The reason why I got it like this is because I want to test out how the explosive rounds are. But if you guys want to, I'd probably recommend, if you don't want the explosive rounds, put for the Fed-Tac Tekler, so you can have more of that mobility. And that's the sniper rifle. The reason why it's got a sniper rifle and the secondary is a knife is because in Warzone you need to be silent and hidden throughout the whole game. So cold-blooded, so you will not be seen by any heat vision goggles and what are they called? And holographic sights. I think that's what the name is. And by doing that, putting cold-blooded, they will have a harder time seeing you. The only time they will be able to see you is because they could see the shape of your body and they have a good eyesight. Ghost, so you will not be seen by any UAV except from the advanced UAV, and probably multiple of UAVs. Spotter, so I can see people's traps. In Warzone, it's critical to know when you get into the building, you need to know that you're safe. Putting the spotter on will allow you to see claymores and mines on the ground. By doing that, you will be able to get inside their buildings, hack their technology, and be able to do it. If you're in a multiple team, it would be best to have one player with a spotter and the other one with a shrapnel. Shrapnel will allow you to have two lethals. And by doing that, one of you could set more traps than the other, and the other one could see traps. And the other people could be like, I don't know, like a healer and the medic, and put on tuned up. For my second one will be the Bruen MK9. It's a really good weapon. Really good for long range. Not long as a sniper rifle, but it's good for that. So what I did is put a muffler suppressor. I put the longest barrel possible, which is the XRK Summit 26.8. Just like the sniper rifle, the muffler suppressor and the barrel will allow it to go for further distances. The tac laser and the 60 round mags allow me for mobility. 60 round mags is perfect to at least be able to kill 2 people, or at least kill a player in Warzone. I'd recommend having the VLK 3.0x optic. I'm not sure if they nerfed it, but this sight has a little twist into it. It greatly increases the recoil and steadiness of your weapon. But in case you're someone like me who has a very hard time to see enemies, maybe the Solar Zero NVG Advanced might help you. You see them in the heat vision. Even if the people have cold-blooded on, if you have a good eyesight, you will be able to see the enemy still. The reason why I'm not recommending the thermal hybrid is because when you're inside buildings, when a window is not smashed, you cannot see past it. If you're outside, behind in the trees or on top of buildings, this isn't too bad. But when you're inside buildings, it's kind of risky. Unless, because it's the hybrid, you could switch it to the second scope. But in the end of the day, it's your choice. It's your creativity and your experience. So this is my Bruen MK9. Now this puppy is, as you would see in one of my videos, in a domination, Call of Duty domination video, I was using this assault rifle with a knife to try and get myself the Cali sticks. The reason why I'm getting the Cali sticks is because it's two free hits to kill a player with 3 armor plates on. And they're very powerful. Not only are you swift and fast with them, but they do add a little stun effect to your enemies. So if you ever get the opportunity to get the Cali sticks, or even buy a bundle, or even if you already have it, the Cali sticks is not too bad. The killer 1-for-1 is this. Just like every single one of my weapons, you want the muffler suppressor and a long-ranged barrel. The barrel is the second one. Muffler suppressor will be usually the last one from the list. But the difference between this weapon, instead of having the laser, I would go for the Commando foregrip. By doing this, it really increases, as you can see, the accuracy, range, and control. 60 round mags, so you would have enough to kill everything. And again, the VLK 3.0x optic. As I said before, this scope allows you to increase accuracy, range, and control. And this is how I did it. If you really want to see how efficient this weapon is, you can see in my previous videos. I haven't used it yet, like the Barrett 50, but my friend's been testing a whole bunch of weapons, creating random loadouts, and the weapon he got, which really worked for him, and the reason why I'm putting it on this list is because it might work for you. So my friend has done this. He has put the muffler suppressor on, a operator foregrip for the underbarrel, tac laser for the mobility, monologue reflex sight. It is got a big scope, a big round scope with a very small red dot. If you can aim with this, you're good. If you can't, then maybe go for the VLK or any scope that works for you. And he's gone for the XRK Striker. From his experience, my friend's experience, this shoots like a laser. Well, kind of, just like the SKS, I'm assuming. And in case if this works for you and you want an LMG, this can be the weapon you could go for. From my experience, I've played this, even though I've played this on survivor mode, the P90 is not too bad of a weapon. Even without attachments, it is a very steady weapon. But maybe if you use this on Warzone, this could work for you instead of just using the MP5 all the time, or you want something easy to use. I recommend having the Mufflick suppressor with the Forged Tac Retribution barrel. Again, for all the weapons, it allows you for recoil, accuracy, and range. I'm going for the Grenade Grip Tape with the Grenable Grip Tape, well, for both from underbarrel and rear grip, to increase that recoil and steadiness. And I went for the Fly Strap stock. If you wanted to, instead of the rear grip Granite Grip Tape, the FSS ring sight can work for you. Just like the the machine gun just before this SMG. It's kind of the same thing, but this time instead of being circular, it's square and the scope is a little bit smaller. It didn't really work for me, but if it works for you, cool. And the HDR sniper rifle. This is not too bad. I haven't really upgraded this weapon, so I can't really get the best. Well, I can't get the bigger scope. Mufflick suppressor with the HDR Pro barrel increases the damage, bullet velocity, and recoil control, allowing you to go for longer distances. Tac laser for that mobility, plus with F-Tac Stalker Scout stock could work really well. The laser with this stock will allow you to be more mobile and aim down your sights faster. And the two other attachments about I'm going to say to you is your choice. There is a scope that allows you to have that zoom. It must be a level 35 or 24, and it works like a charm. Or unless, if you don't want to have that longer distance, you could go for the original one with no optics attached and go for focus. Which means when people are shooting at you, you have a flinch resistance to allow you to be slightly steadier. But again, you go for whatever you want. And finally, the MP5. The MP5 is this. I've put the Mufflick integral suppressor for the bullet velocity and sound suppression. The range of foregrip for that control. 45 rounds so you have more ammunition. A rear grip stripped grip tape because, well, in all honesty, it gives you more accuracy and steadiness to your weapon. And if you don't want to have a scope and you're able to aim with no optics on, sleight of hand could help you. This weapon will allow you to take out enemies in medium, close quarters, and medium range. I've seen an individual that this weapon does remarkable, and it can destroy. If you're not comfortable with the scope, you could go for any scope you want, but again, I would recommend you for Solar Zero NVG Enhanced, the VLK Optic, and maybe a Thermal Hybrid. Or, if you want that increase of a little bit more mobility, to not lose your mobility, maybe the GI Mini Reflex could do well for you. Or unless, for Corp Combat Hollow Sight, for a bigger box to see through and a smaller dot. And in case if you like the scope but the little red dot is not doing well for you, you could always upgrade it. Get an amount of kills with the weapon, which is meaning you could go onto multiplayer and just continuously kill a whole bunch of enemies, will allow you to increase the level and the percentage for you to gain multiple reticles for your scope. I hope my loadouts have done well for you. I hope they have helped in any way possible. And again, You are allowed to do whatever you want. It is your loadout and yours to choose. I hope you all have a great day. Be safe out there and cheerio.